I'm Ryan Kent, owner-operator of Southwestern Hoof Trimming. We've been in business for 42 years, started in 1977 with my dad. We are here today showing you the tools that we manufacture and sell in honor of Albert Ham's memory. As most of you know, we have used these tools for many years, so have many trimmers. When he passed away, we decided that we would carry on with his tradition for hoof trimmers across North America and beyond. And this is our video showing you what we do and how we do it. Here's an example of the wheels that we have. We have 4 different kinds of wheels and 2 different kinds of sizes. These are 4 1/4 inch wheels, the 3 insert and the 4 insert. These are for slightly more aggressive trimming, guys that have larger feet, maybe tie stall feet, guys who want to get a lot done will typically use this wheel. We have the 4 inch. I typically use it most of the time. Again, a 3 insert and a 4 insert. 3 insert having a little bit more bite than the 4 insert. This is really great for sandbarns, for modeling, for heifers with smaller feet. They all work fantastic. It just depends on your personal preference of how you like to trim cows. Just to give you an example of the top part of the disc, we have machined the outside from the top down, and it's designed to fit in between the claws. So it's great for modeling, great for shaping. You do a lot less knife work with the design of this disc. Okay, so I'm going to give you just a quick example of what I do personally, as well as some other trimmers that I know. I carry multiple wheels in my box. So these are my personal wheels that come out of my toolbox. I have a few more at home. And what I do is I replace all the inserts in the wheel on all multiple discs. And after that, I go through the discs throughout the week. And each time, whenever that may be throughout a day while I'm trimming cows, I can easily just swap out the disc on the grinder and continue to work. I like my blades razor sharp, and the second I feel that it's time for a resharpen, I swap out the discs and keep going. You guys know when we have big days, we can't be messing around with inserts, and efficiency and consistency is 2 major factors in the quality of your work. Our screws are high quality stainless steel that do not react with the aluminum in between switching out your inserts. This is an example of a brand new insert versus a insert that has been sharpened 3 to 4 times. I will typically get between 8 and 9 sharpenings per insert. I will get 800 to 1,000 cows out of a set of inserts. They're designed to be resharpened. So the amount of cows that you can get out of a set of inserts, the amount of cows you can get out of how deep you sharpen your inserts depends on your personal preference. You're going to develop a feel for that, and I'm just explaining to you how I use them and what I get out of them to give you an idea when you're looking at them what to expect.
What I like about this sharpener is how simple it works. All we do is put the insert in the holder, and what I like to do is put it in, make sure you don't cross thread it, but when you put it in the holder, it's at the right angle. So your cut is going to be at the proper angle every time. There's 2 adjustments on this machine. This adjustment up here is what determines the depth of your cut. What I mean by that, it decides how far into the insert you want to cut. And everybody has a personal preference. But we set it up before we send it out the way we like it. And if you want to take more off, you just adjust a screw. If you want to take less off, you adjust a screw. Once you've got it, how far in you want to make your cut, you just set your tightening nut, your locking nut, and away you go. You don't have to adjust it again. The other adjustment on the machine is this wheel right here, and that pushes the tool into the sharpener. So I bring it down, and I bring the tool against the sharpener until I hear it. There's my first cut. Now my gauge can be anywhere, it doesn't matter. So wherever this is, I just want to move 20 increments on the gauge. I usually take 2 or 3 increments at a time, 2 or 3 thousandths at a time. So that's my final cut on that insert. I want the cuts on my other two and the other side of that one, I want them identical. So the way I do that is I move my gauge to 0. So this is an adjusting nut. I just loosen it off and I turn the gauge to 0 and I tighten it up. Okay, so now that's not going to move off 0. I always shut the machine off when I'm changing the tool just for safety. So now that that's at 0, I back it off about 25 thousandths. Back to 70 or 75. Okay? Now I take this blade that I just sharpened, because there's 2 sides to it, I just turn it over to do the other side. I just tighten it down, just snug. And now I'm ready to go with the second. And again, I move it about 20 thousandths at a time. Watching my gauge. There, now I have both cuts on both sides the same. I'm putting the insert in the holder, and now I'm putting the screw in, tighten it down. Make sure when you put the screw in you don't cross thread it. And now we're ready to go with this one. Same thing, we're at 0, and I move it back 25 thousandths, and I'm ready for my first cut. When I'm doing this, I don't force anything, just nice small cuts. And I reach 0. This is my last cut. So I just let the tool kind of finish it off, and we're all set. I just take it out and turn it around and do the other side. It's easier to put the tool in the holder before you put the screw in. Now I take it and back it off 25 thousandths again, and I'm ready for my first cut. Good. The third and final one. And then again, I back it off 25 thousandths to make my first cut. Move it back 25. When you're sharpening the inserts, everybody has a preference. Some guys want their tools razor sharp all the time, so they sharpen them more often and take less off. Some guys wear them down a little bit first, so you might have to take a little more off, but you'll get a feel for it. Now that we're all done sharpening a set of inserts, they're all exactly the same size, so when you put them on your wheel, they'll all cut the same.